Hello teacher and friends, how are you doing during this time? I hope you are well. By the way, in this video, my group will be presenting about social development. Before we begin, let's take some time to imagine this. What will our life become if we did not communicate with other people around us or in society? Will you be able to learn or become who you are right now? I guess not, right? In this lesson, we will learn how does human develop social skill and how does it relate to the education. These are the parts which we will cover during this presentation. Without further ado, let us begin with the definition of social development. When we talk about social, we usually refer to people and how we interact with other people. And social development is the development of the skills and abilities that we can use to interact and get along with other people. And in order to do that, we must have social cognition. Social cognition refers to the ability to use cues in order to make an interaction with other people. And what are cues? Cues are like processed information that we get from the interaction or our pre-existing knowledge that will help us in order to respond to interaction in the most appropriate way. And that is when social referencing comes into the play. Social referencing refers to the process that we observe our own interaction and other people's interaction in order to evaluate the best behavior or best reaction, the most appropriate behavior or reaction that we can use to interact with other group of people to make us fit in with the society. Next, I will talk about the influences on our social development. There are so many factors that influence on our social development. And in order to develop our social skill, it depends on our experience and opportunities in interaction, as well as the consequences or result of that interaction. For example, when we interact with one person, that the interaction will provide us with the new experience. And when we have more people to interact with, we will have more opportunity to interact, and that way we can have more experience from that interaction. And by observing the result and the consequences of the interaction, we will be able to develop a better social skill, a better interaction skill for ourselves. And when we repeat that process again and again, we will be able to develop better social skill and for ourselves. In this study, it revealed that there are two groups of people that most strongly influence children's early social development. Those include our parents and siblings and our peers. As you may have known, when a baby is born, they spend most of their time with their parents or siblings. So parents and siblings become the first group of people that influence their social development the most. When parents talk to the babies or talk to each other, the baby learn and observe those interactions. Then one day, they start to develop the ability to interact with their parents as well. Moreover, if they have siblings, especially at similar age, the sibling will help the baby to learn together. For example, like peer learning, they learn to interact and practice with each other, which will help them to develop social skills better and when they start better and faster. And when they start to have friends and peers, especially when they begin their school, friends and peers become the second groups that strongly influence their social development the most. Furthermore, those friends and peers will influence social development based on three areas such as attitude and value, opportunity to practice social skills, and emotional support. First, the peer will influence children attitude and value. For example, when the children love to play music, they will find peer or friends that love to play music as well. Like our parents or elders usually say, if you make friends with scholars, you will become a scholar. And if you make friends with a gangster, you will become a gangster. Secondly, I have already explained about this point above. Like the more friends you have, the more opportunity we have to practice, and the more opportunity, the better our social skill. And when we have better social skill, we have more friends. And repeating in this loop, and our social development keep develop throughout our life. Finally, peer and friend can also provide emotional support. For example, growing up in this modern world, it requires children to put more effort into learning more than their elders, and they will be facing with a lot of pressure all around them. Like their parents, they may not have experienced the same thing as their younger ones. That's why their peer and friend become the best group of people who can understand their difficulty and know how to deal with those issues. As a result, peers and friends become one of the strongest group of people who influence children's social development. That's the end of my part. Thank you for watching this presentation, and let's continue the next part, which is about perspective taking that will be presented by Miss Daya. Thank you.